My name is Daniela Mendez, and I'm a junior at Cardozo Education Campus. And I think that everything the teachers are teaching us, like IXL and vocabulary.com, is like very great because vocabulary.com, it expands my vocabulary, and I can use it on my essays, and it's like a boost for my essays because, you know, you're supposed to use a lot of words that like express something that you can't really say with little words, so you'd actually need to like advance your vocabulary in order to write good essays. And also the PD strategy that we use in science is like very good because, you know, we like read a lot of articles and do a lot of research, so it's good to know where the research is coming from and how we like interpret it in our mind in order for it to be understandable for us.
It basically helps you out as a student in increasing your vocabulary, diction, and it basically, I feel as though it prepares you for college essays and stuff because it is some information that you can take from. It gives you either a definition or a sentence in which out of 4 words you pick the right one that best fits the context of the sentence. So
sometimes they have like, you know, you have to spell it out. It's like an audio that says the word, you have to spell it out.
My name is Haley Hernandez, and I am a senior at Cardozo Education Campus. And one of the things I want to talk about was the fact that not only do we use websites like IXL or vocabulary.com to help us out in either English or math class, but we also use something called the PD strategy that we can actually use in class to help us with our writing assignments. And not only can it benefit you in class, but you can also take that information and use it outside of class in order to help you better your writing.
So this is basically what they learn on Friday. They're applying the addition and subtraction properties of equality to solve one-step equations. They haven't learned the definitions of those properties yet. I'm having them apply them first, and then we're going to go and do the definition stuff later.
Okay.
And then the language goal is basically this concept, inverse operations. They need to be able to say it, use it correctly, and then continue using the other technical vocabulary,
And
so like coefficient, constant, variable, that sort of stuff.
How much of what you do with them becomes about the language?
That's a good question. It really varies by subject.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say probably a third of every class is somehow language related. It's not like a third and then the rest is math. It's, you know, interspersed.
Right.
You know, like for example, so here I can talk about, you know, what does inverse mean? How can we remember it? Right. So I'm like, here's how to remember it. When you see inverse, you can think reverse. Right.
So you may like this with first grade, right? Like these word problems are speech enabled. So I have some students who can't read. Right. So I can tell them, try on your own, and then you know, read them.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's only for first grade.
And it's actually, we last week did a section that was every game, they don't phrases. So I'm trying to hit them as possible. Because after this stuff, problems, and I'm just going over and over and over because they hate. I mean, every kid hates word problems.
Yeah,
these guys especially hate word problems. The biggest one is probably the differentiation. You know, I've got a student over here who is struggling with decimals. I've got a student over here who doesn't know anything about scientific notation. I've got a student over here who is super advanced and really, to challenge that student, they need to be solving quadratics. I could create a packet for each of them, but then I would have to sit and teach them all these different things. So IXL allows me to just create a work plan, they go and do it, and that's, you know, a level of differentiation I would never have achieved on my own. And then I think the other really big thing that I like about IXL is that when a student gets something wrong, it tells them why. It explains to them why, and it shows them what the correct answer is and what the path is to get to that correct answer. So, some students, you definitely have to sit down with them and explain, and what's in IXL isn't enough. But for a lot of students, they'll teach themselves an entirely new skill just sitting there in front of the computer. I don't need to, I can spend my time with those students who need my a little bit of extra help, and the ones who are a little more independent, they're sitting there building their repertoire of skills and practicing and seeing the connections between various things with minimal value added from me.